Hey everyone, welcome to Bura. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about taking a break. So I don't usually talk about my personal life here on this channel, but I decided that maybe this is a good time to take a talk about, well, basically taking a break. Now I am, as you can see, taking a break. I'm not in the office. And I'm not doing work. Well, I'll put an asterisk beside that. But basically, this week, I needed a break. And you need to take breaks on whatever you do. And if you're a programmer, you absolutely need to take a break. Because if you're working day in and day out, you often lose sight of what you need to do because you're just wrapped up in trying to do something. And sometimes taking a step back is actually really good for you. And this has been backed up by science as well. You do need to take a break. Now, oftentimes, my biggest flaw is that I don't take a break. And even on this vacation, I'm thinking about what to do next. It's very hard for me to take a break. So if you are part of this problem, I completely understand. Now, sometimes when you take a break, all you need to do is figure out how to use your time more efficiently when you get back. Now, I do this periodically, and in this case, there's the things that I've been doing that, haven't been as productive, and there's things that I'm doing that are productive. Now, I think everyone's a little bit of a slacker at some point in time in their life, and I'm one of those people too, right? So really, you have to figure out what's important to you and what you want to spend your time on, because time is the ultimate limited resource. So again, I don't really talk about personal issues on this channel, but I think it's an issue that affects a lot of people now. So the coronavirus is, pretty different. And as a result, raising two toddlers it has been really tough. And I can't stress how much I needed and my wife needed this break. So that's one reason why I also needed a break here. I'm here with my wife's parents, and it's been a fairly productive trip, as in productive, meaning restful, meaning that my batteries are finally recharging. It is very hard to deal with two small kids. I would almost think it's a little easier to deal with bigger kids where you can kind of teach them, but when they're toddlers and babies, it's a lot more difficult, especially because they wake you up at night. So if you don't have kids, that's one of the things you need to understand about kids, is that your sleep schedule is going to be wonked. And if you're in your mid part of your career, that is going to drain your productivity. It has drained mine. Now, I have a really good situation. I have an office, and I can rest up for the most part whenever, in the silence, away from children. But not everyone gets that. And I find if you are a parent during this pandemic, please just speak out about your frustrations and let it know. So no one's going to think you're weak. And it is challenging to raise kids, especially during this pandemic. I think the biggest part is that you can't bring them to daycare, which is, a problem. Because normally you'd just be able to take your kids to daycare or hire a babysitter and you get one night off. It's all you need is just kind of one night off and you're good to go. But because you don't have that, it can be very challenging. So one of the things I'm doing on this trip is I'm thinking about my next move. And there's probably going to be a lot of really cool news coming out of Mammoth Interactive pretty soon. We just had an amazing Kickstarter, and we're very, very appreciative that everyone pledged. And there's going to be another Kickstarter launching fairly soon, probably already launched when you see this video. And we're going to be very excited to release this one too. And, there's a lot of really interesting things I can do now that I just have a little bit more funding. And just a little bit more funding can go quite a long way, especially when you run a small business. So I also have some personal projects coming out, and I'll tell you about those as soon as they come out, because there's some really, really cool projects here. And of course, I'm brainstorming a lot of ideas. And you might think that, this is not you taking a rest. Well, one of the things about taking a break is to just do nothing for a while. And then when the idea comes in your head, just write it down, right? And I have a whole notes file on ideas that I need to do for Bura, for personal projects, for life in general. Anything that I have an idea for, I just simply write it down in notes. Again, I have an iPhone here, so that's what I use. If you have any other kind of note-taking system, then I highly recommend that you use that as well. So, as you can see, I'm in a pretty nice spot back here. And I think it's good to take a break every once in a while. And I think you absolutely need to take a break, because if you don't take a break, you're going to burn yourself out. And frankly, you're going to be more productive. I guarantee that I'm going to be more productive as a result of this. So I hope you enjoyed this personal bird tech. If you like this video, please comment on it and tell me if you need a break or if you have kids, or just let me know what you think. Also, thanks for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. We are monetized now, which is great. And once you get monetized, things start to happen a little bit more quickly on YouTube. So let's get us to 10,000 subscribers. That's our next goal. And I think we'll get there sooner rather than later. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you in another video.